This episode is brought to you by U.S. Health Advisors. Now on RISE+Live with Roby and Suze, making the best of a bad situation. How to stay sane in isolation and not fall back into those bad habits. Andi is here to help us get out of this funk. And the local company switching gears and making medical masks. We're taking you inside of their operation. RISE+Live with Roby and Suze starts right now.
Let's RISE+Live with Roby and Suze.
Once again, Audio Sal, our only live audience this morning.
Saving the day. Thank you, Audio Sal. He always has our back. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your weekend.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm so far away from you, Roby.
Well, we are. We're trying to be a little bit safe here.
Yeah.
As safe as we can be.
Yeah, even Andi is far away from us today, so don't worry, we're not using the same microphones, everyone. I know that a lot of people were concerned about that last week, so we're trying to make it a little bit better. Hi, Andi. So Andi's going to be with us in just a little bit to talk about kind of getting out of this like bad habit rut, which I'm sure if you're like me, you've been doing a lot of things that you know are not good for you, like eating too much and drinking too much and thinking too much and
reading too much news
and watching too much news. So Andi's going to kind of show us how to get out of that bad habit rut this morning. She's coming up.
I think
How
we're
have
all
you been?
Good. I think we're all just still trying to get used to what is the new normal. That changes daily.
Yeah.
As you know, more and more restrictions come in every place, every day. But I think the one thing that we're all kind of feeling a kumbaya moment is we're trying to learn how to Skype and Zoom constantly.
Like they're the one business that is really killing it through the coronavirus, the Zoom business. Yeah.
Someone who like myself is supposed to be used to being on camera all the time. Like I've had so many mishaps on Zoom these days. I'm on Zoom like 4 hours a day.
Oh, that sounds
meetings.
Torturous.
And I never realized how much my job at the Boys and Girls Club depended on meetings.
Yeah.
Because in person, it doesn't feel as bad as it is in Zoom.
What are you doing on Zoom that you're not doing in person?
Well,
you forget people are watching.
You know, I'm in my office alone, and I think about myself, and like I can't hide it in emotion, so like I have them on camera during the meetings, and I got called out. I was like, like that, I was so over this meeting. I got called out by the moderator and said, "I can see you. You can leave now."
You got kicked out of your Zoom meeting?
I got kicked out of the Zoom meeting.
Oh my gosh, that is totally appropriate for Eric Roby.
Have you seen the video though of where the woman went to the bathroom?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's the best ever. She was on a meeting with like 20 people and she carried her phone in. She forgot the camera was on and she squats down and everyone else was like, no. It's amazing.
How do you forget?
And she won't ever again. Either were her colleagues.
Never again. Well, Roby and I were both supposed to be on vacation this week with our kids. We were maybe going to be, Vanilla Ice was supposed to be here because you were supposed to be in Mexico.
Right.
And then none of that, it all kind of went away. So did you still have kind of a staycation?
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to make the best out of a bad situation. We're supposed to go to Share this week. We're supposed to go to Mexico City. So it's kind of, a rough week when you're thinking about everything that's going on. So we say, you know what, screw it. We're still going to Mexico without leaving Lake Worth. Take a look.
We're supposed to be in Mexico City, but that doesn't mean we're not still getting our hot nuts. That's right. Still acting like we're on vacation, coronavirus.
And before we got our hot nuts, of course, we had to stock up on our tequila.
Oh, yeah. And that Costco brand tequila is actually really good.
It is really good.
Yeah.
And in case you don't know, hot nuts is a popular snack in Mexico.
Okay,
Even
I didn't
though it
know.
has an English name, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I knew
that's
what
good
you were
too.
thinking.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah.
All right. I was supposed to be in Tahoe skiing with my kids visiting my brother, so the kids were kind of bummed that their spring break got ruined. So, and I was like, how can I support a local business and keep my kids entertained? So 32-foot water slide in the backyard. Yeah, it's been there since Tuesday. It's staying through the weekend. The kids are loving it. They're on it all day, every day. And thank you to Jupiter Bounce, which is the company that they are still renting out bounce slides. They bring it out. They sanitize the whole thing. You can't go on it for 20 minutes after they sanitize it. And then they come and pick it up. So,
oh my gosh, you could charge families to come into your backyard right now.
100%.
Just get some Lysol.
Except social distancing.
Kids, well, they take it over. You Lysol it.
Right.
I mean, I'd pay a lot for that.
Yeah, but it is a good idea. Like if all these, rental places have had major cancellations. So if you're looking for something for your kids to do and you want to support a local business, call up one of these bounce house places.
Yeah, especially if you're working from home.
Yeah.
You need some quiet.
Yeah, just send them out in the backyard. So true.
Have at it, kids.
Yeah. So your farm to family program, how's that going?
So
at the Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah, at the Boys and Girls Club, we started a new program to feed our families healthy, organic, local produce that was going to go to waste. Mm-hmm. So to help keep local farmers in business, we're buying their produce and we're giving them to families. Last Friday was our first event. Take a look at this. This is in Riviera Beach at the Max. That's our club there. We fed 200 families, and the giveaway, $200 for each family, full of organic food. We even had toilet paper, we had shampoos,
wow.
We had everything for a family for a week. Huge undertaking, but we're not done. This week, we've ramped it up from 200 to 1,000 families at
wow.
4 different locations. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm going over to help out with our farm to family. So
and that
really
is the
helping
one
out.
thing that I really think people need to take from this. Like if you do have time off of work or if you've been laid off, and are kind of in a situation right now, I think it's really a good time to think about like, how can I give back, or how can I use my talents or my skills to help other people in this situation that maybe are in a worse situation than
Funny you
are.
should say that, because if you can't leave because you're stuck in your house, we do have a GoFundMe page to help fund this. We have to fundraise $30,000 a week to feed these families. And these families, they depend on these meals even before they lost their jobs, even before the economy went down. So just go to our website, bgcpbc.org, Girls Boys Clubs, Palm Beach County. That's what it stands for. Yeah. And if you can, think about a donation. Every little bit helps.
I love it. Okay, so I have been literally drinking every single day.
That's normal
and
for me.
I had this thing beforehand where I was not going to drink during the week, and I was feeling so good about myself, and I literally am eating like pasta and cheese every single day, and I never used to eat that stuff. I mean, Andi, what is happening to me?
You are so funny.
I'm sorry, that's my normal lifestyle. These things are bad.
But it's different for a woman in her 40s. Like, literally, we can't do that stuff anymore.
Well, you just crack me up. So we tend to get into these bad habits when we get into like a little bit of a state of fear or scarcity mode, like, oh no, what's going to happen? And, we get into a lower state of mind, and we tend to look outside of ourselves for comfort and to feel better. So the sleeve of Oreos is very tempting, or the pizza, we go to all these comfort things. But instead of that, we could take a different route, and instead of nurturing the outside, we could start to nurture ourselves. So in essence, we could start dating ourselves, being nice to ourselves, being kind to ourselves.
But how do you do that, Andi, when you have 2 kids at home and they're trying to figure out these online classes, and you're stressed out about, maybe you're losing your job, or maybe you're about to lose your job, and
or your favorite restaurant shut down, so how are you going to take yourself out on a date?
Right. True.
Exactly. Well, yes, these things, first of all, you're doing a fantastic job entertaining your kids. I mean, there's definitely no problem there. But what I'm saying is when we get nervous and when we're unsettled, we tend to look outside of ourselves to feel better. So we go for the quick fix. Yeah. So instead of going for the quick fix, it's taking a breath and thinking about, well, how can I really nurture me at this time? So what's been coming up for me is if we have extra time on our hands, because a lot of people are home, they're working from home, maybe their hours have been cut, start doing the things that you couldn't do before when you were working. So for instance, a lot of people want to do intermittent fasting, but they can't do it because they have a breakfast meeting and then they have a lunch meeting and all these things come up. Well, if you're home now, you can start to implement those things that you normally wouldn't have time for. Maybe take a yoga class. You can go on YouTube and take a yoga class for free. Get up a little bit early. Start doing the things that we just didn't have time to do before. Now that we're home, we don't have commute time. We do have time to start nurturing ourselves and start thinking about, well, what are the things that I wanted to do before that I didn't have time to do? There's so many online classes you can do now.
You know,
so,
Andi, the other thing that I think we all have to be, and this is for me too, because I'm really hard on myself, is allowing myself to be out of whack for a few days, and then I'm going to start back up on Monday.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Not rush into it.
Be nice to yourself. You know, be nice to yourself. Stop judging yourself.
Yes.
Let's have some self-compassion. If it feels good, if you've got a little bit of extra time and you're feeling sort of leisurely and you want to have a glass of wine with dinner, that's okay. But don't beat yourself up about it. The bottom line is don't beat yourself up if you're making dessert more often now because you've got time, or if you're having that wine with dinner. If you're going to have it, enjoy it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have it beating yourself up, that's where we get ourselves into trouble. It's all about being nice to ourselves. And if being nice to yourself is getting up early and doing yoga, or having a glass of wine with dinner, or maybe signing up for a painting class that you couldn't do before. I know you can even do these things online now. You can order your supplies from Michael's. You can take painting classes online. I mean, there's so many cool things that we always say we don't have time for, that now we actually do have time for. So why not take advantage of this, you know, this quarantine time and really start
Andi,
to
what I've
nurture
noticed
yourself.
in my neighborhood is I didn't realize there were so many bicycles.
Yeah.
Like so many families
people with
are
dogs.
taking family bike rides. And you know, that's what I love to see, is how everyone is still connecting in smaller groups.
Well, Andi, that's
it.
great advice. Thank you so much for joining us this morning
you're
from
so
a
welcome.
distance.
From a distance. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun.
I
Mwah,
know.
mwah, mwah.
All right,
Hugs
love
and
you,
kisses.
Andi.
Virtual hugs and kisses.
All right, coming up on RISE+Live with Roby and Suze, the local business that has completely changed its business to help our healthcare workers. We're taking you inside the operation to make 3D printed masks for healthcare workers.
And we only had one bartender strong enough to come
Yes.
out here this morning,
Yes,
Olivia from Driftwood. She is tending the Atlas Event Rental Bar, and she's going to be telling us about a brilliant idea. You heard of to-go bags for your food? Well, what about a to-go cocktail?
Yeah,
That's
that's
still
what we're
ahead on
talking
Rise and Live with Roby and Suze.
Spread Happy is brought to you by Basis Aesthetics.
Hi, I'm Heather Ruffet, Managing Partner of Atlas Event Rental. Atlas Event Rental is a full-service, high-end event rental company. We've been around for over 35 years. We pretty much could bring anything to your party from beginning to end. Dance floor, stages, linens, china, chairs, flatware, lounge furniture. No party is too small. No party is too big. We're so excited that we just opened our third showroom in the Treasure Coast area. I love people's faces when they walk into any of our showrooms. They know right away that they've come to the right place. Call our new Stewart showroom, 772-208-8100.
Are you responsible for paying your family's entire health insurance bill? Is your premium higher than your mortgage? Call U.S. Health Advisors. Our team of dedicated agents has access to a portfolio of plans to fit your family's needs.
The health insurance marketplace has gotten so confusing. We have just found a way to really guide them through and help them with the right type of plan and coverage for their families.
Call today to learn how you can switch your coverage to a more affordable option. 561-222-9435.
The Rise and Live show is filmed in this amazing 14,000 square foot art gallery located in Delray Beach. There are more than 80 artists here, including 20 working studios where you can actually see the artists creating. Visit the Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Arts District at 1440 North Federal Highway. It's also a great venue to have events such as weddings, birthdays, and corporate events. Come and see what the Heart of Delray Gallery is all about. You won't be disappointed.
This episode is brought to you by U.S. Health Advisors.
So yesterday, Steph and I were here at the office at the Heart of Delray Gallery. We were in a funk. And so we went to Rocco, one of the artists. He creates mobiles. And we asked him if he could give us a boost, and he danced for us. And he's a really good dancer.
Yeah.
So thank you, Rocco. That
I
was
love
amazing.
his artwork, too.
Yeah, his artwork is awesome. All right, so a local company has kind of switched gears in this whole coronavirus crisis. They went from 3D printing 3D models and art and different medical devices to now exclusively 3D printing masks. Take a look at this. All right, today we are at Da Vinci's 3D Lounge. This is the owner, Alex, and we're in Lake Park. Their business has completely changed over the last week and a half. They are now producing one of the hottest items around the globe, a splash shield for our healthcare workers. Very in style. This is very in right now. Another hot item right now. The doctor will see you now.
So that's the part in the 3D printing community. That's one of the beautiful things about this is that we can share those types of files and then everybody can start printing.
Yeah.
So collectively, we could be the largest manufacturing company in the world because there's just so many of us.
What do you normally do with your 3D printers?
So on any given day, we could be 3D printing anything from a board game to some medical device.
This is printing part of the mask right now.
That's right, the visor portion of the mask. Right now we're averaging anywhere between 10 to 12 an hour.
So you're just pumping them out and sending them out?
As fast as we can, yeah.
So you're basically giving them all the parts and then they put them together when they get to the hospital, the home, wherever they're going.
That's correct.
I like red. So you have the shield, the elastic,
the little tie.
The little ties, and these are 3D printed as well?
That's correct.
And how many are you sending off at a time?
A lot of batches are in batches of 10, but we have batches of 50, and right now we're working on batches of up to 1,000.
Not so good with the gloves.
We've done probably about 150.
Oh, wow.
But today there should be about 200 that go out.
You're one of the few people that has Lysol.
Right?
Okay, let's do this. Let's see if I can put this together.
Yes,
look at you with the tricks. Because you got to stretch it. Oh, easy peasy. Okay. There you go. Uh-oh. Oops. Oh my God.
Yeah, we're trying to conserve on it.
I got Lysol all over the front.
Great.
Well, you know it's splash resistant. I had to do it without Roby.
Yeah.
It wasn't as funny without you, Roby. I will tell you that. And in the state that we're in right now. All right, Jim Lucas is the president and CEO of Legal Graphic Works, which is a company that works with Da Vinci's 3D Lounge, and they are partnering to make these medical shields. So, Jim, kind of what started this?
Well, as you mentioned earlier, we use 3D printing in the litigation support field all the time to produce things that are easier for a jury to understand. So what we did was we didn't want to, lose our employees. We have a great team. We care about them very much. It's a very close-knit family. We wanted to be resourceful and try to figure out another way that we could use our skill sets to try to keep people busy. So we've worked with Alex I've worked with him for 30 years in different businesses and things, and we have 19 employees. We've been able to keep everybody busy. Everybody, we got a production line. We help in shipping. We answer the phones. We do the accounting, ordering of supplies, and Alex's group just basically handles the manufacturing.
So it's really the way that Legal Graphic Works and Da Vinci's 3D Lounge have adapted in this environment to keep their employees working and also to help out people in our healthcare field right now that are really struggling.
Yeah, and it's a win for everyone because like you said, all those paychecks are still being sent out.
Yeah.
You're making medical equipment that's desperately needed. I mean, I've seen this story play out in multiple places across our area, and it's one of the positives that we've seen in our community to be able to adapt to this.
Jim, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. From a distance. Thank you. I might sing the whole song by the end of this.
No, please.
Yes.
No.
Okay, coming up on RISE+Live with Roby and Suze, we have Olivia back for the third time. time on Rise and Live with Roby and Suze.
It's a record.
It is.
She likes punishment.
She does, from you. All right, and she is going to be talking about what local restaurants, including her restaurant, Driftwood, is doing to stay in business during this crisis. Stay with us. Are you responsible for paying your family's entire health insurance bill? Is your premium higher than your mortgage? Call U.S. Health Advisors. Our team of dedicated agents has access to a portfolio of plans to fit your family's needs.
The health insurance marketplace has gotten so confusing. We have just found a way to really guide them through and help them with the right type of plan and coverage for their families.
Call today to learn how you can switch your coverage to a more affordable option. 561-222-9435. Roby and I started Rise and Live with Roby and Suze because we wanted to highlight our community and local businesses in a fun and authentic way. And our advertisers have gotten amazing feedback. Their web traffic is increasing. They've gotten calls and closed deals based on the ads running on Rise and Live. Businesses that sponsor us aren't just part of our business, they're part of our family, and we want to see them grow. If you or your business want to be part of this groundbreaking show, email us at sponsor@SuzanneBoydProductions.com.
Hi, I'm Heather Ruffay, Managing Partner of Atlas Event Rental. What sets Atlas apart from other rental companies, I always say, is our service and quality. My motto is we never say no. If you have a party and there's a certain linen and your party's in 2 days and we ran out of fabric, if I could get it shipped in, I will get it shipped in. We check the weather. If we see it's going to rain and you're using an outdoor dance floor, we're going to call you ahead of time. We go above and beyond. We love being a part of all of your events, so come party with Atlas. Call our new Stewart showroom, 772-208-8100.
This episode is brought to you by U.S. Health Advisors. All right, welcome back to Rise and Live with Roby and Suze, and we do have our bartender of the week, except for it's a very different time for bartenders across the country, across the globe. A lot of people are out of work right now. How are you guys making it work at Driftwood, Olivia?
So we're adapting with to-goes. Obviously, that's what a lot of people are doing. A lot of the restaurants in town are doing the same exact thing. Actually, all over the country, same thing. So we're just pretty much trying to make anything work. To-go cocktails is a perfect example
These are
of that.
so cute.
Yeah,
And I never thought about that, but how fun and what a treat if you are getting food already to go ahead and get a cocktail.
Yeah.
So did they ease the restrictions on that? Is that?
Yeah, they eased the restrictions. They lifted all the laws. I don't know if you guys have heard.
It's a free-for-all.
Olivia's like, I don't know, newsflash. So is this how they come from Driftwood?
Yes, this is how they come. Sealed, little keychain.
With the little mason jar?
Yes,
that is so cute.
So there's obviously no ice in it, so you'd have to put the ice in.
Yeah, so the great thing about these two are you just take them home and you pour them over ice, and they're good to go. And these are, one-time use things, so you can keep the jars too for your own cocktails at home.
I mean, I gotta say, they look great, but they're a little extra. Are you bored?
Just a little. I mean, talking to people on the phone has been really fun, but it's sometimes you have downtime.
And they have a whole setup in their parking lot where you come around, there's a table and you pick up your stuff, so you don't even have to go in the restaurant, right? It's a whole setup and they spray it down.
Yeah, exactly. And you can wait in your car until everybody walks away and come and grab your stuff, and
Did you make us a drink?
I do have drinks.
Okay. What are these? Mai Tais?
So I have a Mai Tai, a Manhattan, a margarita, and a martini. I've been doing kind of a mix of different, just classic cocktails, nothing off of our specialty list, just because I feel like this is something that people can relate to a little bit more in this time, So you can do mix and match for $35. That's $4. You can change it up, or you can just do individuals for $10. So.
Although I feel like with the Manhattan, you might want to put Corona free.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Really, Roby, really. All right, well, go visit Driftwood. Go check them out. Order from their takeout menu. Order from your favorite local restaurant. Let's keep them all in business. Olivia, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. And you better pour Roby that drink because he's like starting to,
Yeah, don't worry.
I need
shake.
it. Yeah.
All
And
right.
order the cocktails because she needs stuff to do.
Yes,
She's really
please.
bored.
I need more
I have a feeling you're very dangerous bored.
Yeah.
So let's save Palm Beach County.
All right, and we do have one announcement that we need to make today. And I'm going to cry.
Okay. So
You handle it, Roby.
Yes, because our show is really about bringing people together, about bringing an audience together. We've made the difficult decision that we're going to go in hiatus just to let this pass, to make sure our crew stays safe, to make sure that we stay safe, and to make sure our guests stay safe. So we felt that this was the best thing that we could do at this moment, but we promise we're going to do our best to come back.
We are going to come back. We're not going to do our best.
Okay.
By the way, newsflash. So yeah, we will be back, but we are going to take a quick break. I do want to let everyone know that we will still be pushing out content on all of our social channels. So if you remember before we started this, Roby and I were getting together every Friday morning and doing our Facebook Lives. We're going to continue to push out live content and content on all of our social channels, Rise and Live Show. And the best thing you can do to stay up to date on when we'll be coming back is go sign up for our mailing list and our newsletter. You can do that on our website, which is riseand.live. I just really quickly want to thank all of the people. We have been on this journey for almost a year now. Yeah, so this is our 41st episode. And I just want to thank all of the people behind the scenes that have made this show happen. And we'll continue to make this show happen when we come back from hiatus. Thank you, Bruce Jaggers, our amazing director who always is here. Stephanie Craig, our amazing executive producer. We have Gene, our videographer from 1331 Creative. We have our Can We Do It videographer, Hyro from Next Trend Media. And of course, Audio Sal, who is always here and keeping the party going. And then I have a special thank you also to Dan from the Heart of Delray Gallery, because he has been our host and setting us up every single week here. And you get to sleep in now on a Friday, Dan, for a few weeks.
Dan? Hey, brother.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Welcome to the premiere episode of Rise and Live with Roby and Suze. We're back. Hey.
Let's go. Show me something. And it's and.
Green eggs and ham.
Green eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham it is. All right. There you go.
Have to bite the lip, though.
And I like to be liked. I like to be liked.
Your beard, like, people are talking about it. Like, if you weren't gay, I'd be like, oh, yeah. Which host do you like better?
Oh. Woo, I'm the better host.
Do it all right, audience. Show us what you got. What do you got?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, there's a lot of
It's an army of